Welcome everybody to another Boldcast reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Naruto episode 85, correct? Yes, 85. What happened last time?
Last time we got Sasuke's backstory with Itachi just killing everyone right in front of him and then doing like an instant replay of that in Sasuke's mind just to show him. That was pretty brutal. We got the shark skin sword apparently can if he cuts through the chakra with it, it will like eat that chakra. And so Naruto wasn't able to do anything in that fight. Sasuke tried to make an attack, was immediately deflected like without Itachi didn't even have to try. And then at the very end, Jiraiya showed up and
summoned his toad to like block the sword. It
he
was like
summoned
crazy
like an armored toad.
That was sick. All right, we're gonna see what happens this episode. Check out our Patreon to get 4 episodes ahead and see all our other bonuses. We also got a Teespring Instagram backup channel which you can find in the description. Check out those if you're interested. We're gonna get into this after I tell you this is not a substitute for the original show of Naruto. Go to Netflix, go to Crunchyroll, and you can find it any other bunch of other places. Support the official release. We are providing our reaction and review. We are not providing a free copy of the show. We include the bits of the show in our reaction to provide context for our reaction and for our review, not to just present the story as like an alternative. It's not what this is about at all. If you're looking for a free way to watch the show, this is not it. Please go support the official release. With that, we're going to get into Naruto episode 85. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Same thing, just grosser.
Just overdoing it like so much.
Sasuke's just like, who the fuck?
Don't give me that! 1 week from a pretty girl and you turned into a mountain of mud! You fell for it like a ton of bricks, pervy sage!
I really wish you wouldn't call me that in front of other people.
Are you kidding me?
Whatever name you go by, Master Jiraiya, I must say you're something of a disappointment. A lecherous old man with the disposition of a child. It's almost impossible to believe that you are one of the 3 legendary Sannin.
You already know who he is?
You somehow managed to release the genjutsu we cast on her, eh?
Genjutsu.
What kind of coward would do something like that? Using his sharingan to inflict an illusion jutsu on an innocent
Wait, what did he call it?
All in order to separate Naruto. What kind of coward would do something like that? Using his sharingan to inflict an illusion jutsu on an innocent woman.
Sharingan?
To separate Naruto from me.
What?
Separate us? But why?
No way you're getting Naruto.
We'll see about that.
Actually, this is all very convenient. I can eliminate you both at the same time.
Stay out of this.
Fuck off, Sasuke.
The only one who's going to eliminate him is me!
Hate among uchihas! The last of the clan!
Go away. You don't interest me at the moment. Well, get interested!
That's not even funny, that's just sad.
No, Naruto! I've lived my whole life for this day. This fight is mine! So be it. And now finally!
I'm just kicking the shit out of him like it's easy. Because it is.
Nothing has changed. How can it be?
What do you mean, how can it be? As you've been getting stronger, he's been getting even fucking stronger, and he had a better starting point. Like, I feel kind of bad for him.
Doing all these years.
he didn't have, I guess it was so long ago, he maybe didn't have like a full grasp of just how strong he was.
Yeah.
And like he obviously has an inflated ego. By the way, this is where the meme comes from.
You don't have enough hate. And you know something? You never will.
Where am I?
Back to that day.
Uh-oh. He's in his new outfit.
He's smiling.
You're weak, Sasuke. And 24 hours from now, you'll be weaker still.
24 hours. Watching that for 24 hours.
Surviving in such an unsightly manner as this, by all means flee.
He's such a piece of shit.
Life.
I hate him.
Like,
That heartwarming. Using tsukuyomi on his own brother.
That does it! I'm through standing around!
What is that?
What's going on?
Ninja art. Toad-mouth trap.
Whoa.
You've both just been swallowed by the mountain toad. Welcome, my friends, to the belly of the beast. Not the most glorious way to die, is it?
Whoa. I'm not liking this at all.
Naruto, stay still. Just remain calm. Trust in my jutsu.
You're about not upset it.
Useless. The ninja hasn't been born who can survive this powerful stomach.
There's a wall of flesh coming out of us.
so fucking gross. Oh my god, they turned up the animation for this.
It's too fast. We won't make it.
Speak for yourself.
That's so cool.
Hey! What the heck happened? They both got away.
We do a lot of that.
I was gonna say the same thing.
We'll get Naruto when the time is right.
He's all sweaty.
Besides, I felt it wise for us to find some place to rest for a while and recharge my powers. On top of Tsukuyomi, to have to use a Materasu as well. It's more
Materasu.
exhausting than I thought.
Another Sharingan ability.
What is this stuff anyway? Some kind of black fire?
Stay away from it!
You don't fuck with this stuff.
How did they do it? What did they use to escape? To burn the stone toad when it has the power to spit fire itself? That is strong jutsu indeed.
What's he doing?
There. Sealing jutsu! Fire seal now!
Super advanced shit. Like sealing jutsu?
Did you just like make that up?
Idea.
Well, that takes care of that for the time being.
Can he like bring that out again if he wanted to?
I don't know. I can't remember.
Sorry, we wrecked your hotel.
Yeah, Jesus. I think he's still in it, or he's just fucked up and knocked out. A little late, guy. Just like a little too late.
Did he not realize that he hit him until like 2 seconds after?
Using my headband to appear to the opening, all I could see were two sinister figures. I'm gonna put it into this
You mean the headband you've had since you were like 10?
What? If this is your way of saying sorry, it stinks!
I'm sorry, but It was just a simple misunderstanding.
Simple-minded's more likely. Never mind that now.
Could it be the same thing he used on concussion?
Okay.
Pervy Sage. Sasuke is gonna be alright though, isn't he?
Physically, yes, but I am worried about what may have been done to his mind.
It's time for a new game plan. Starting right now. I admit, I let those goons scare me a little, but that's over. No more running. After all, it's me they're after, right? Well, okay then, it's time I give them what they want.
Nice speech, kid, but I'm afraid you wouldn't stand a chance against them. You're not in the same league. What would have happened if I hadn't shown up just now, huh? It took all I had to get them away from you.
Is that right? So what are you suggesting, that we just do nothing? Sit here waiting for them to hit us again? What kind of strategy is that?
Just be quiet!
It's the first time Naruto's had, like, said anything
You have
this
an
arc.
error to the right.
It says on her jacket, it says gamble. I think that's what that says. She's like an epic gambler. She's super into gambling.
I mean, I guess everyone has their
vice.
Their vice, you know, Jiraiya. He's just
women, gambling, human sacrifice. Yeah. So what'd you think of that episode?
Sasuke is just an absolute moron. I kind of feel bad for him because he's just a kid, but he's like really overestimating himself.
He is overestimating himself, and I mean, just imagine what it's like to watch your brother kill both your parents and everyone you've ever known. Like as you saw, the Uchiha had their own like ghetto in the hidden leaf village.
They had like their entire section of town.
Yeah, it was like their own suburb kind of, but like yeah, because they were like an old clan. They're like the Hyugas basically, and yeah.
Yeah, it's just rough because it's like but he just. I don't know. It just sucks because he's like, I've worked my whole life for this, and it's like,
your life is hardly started.
Kid.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally a child, and your brother was already like 10 times better than you are now.
Yeah.
When he was your age, and like, you know what I mean? Like,
that's kind of what kids are like, though.
It is. I know. That's why I'm saying I have to keep reminding myself
teenagers.
that he's a kid because he's being so dumb.
Yeah.
But it's not really his fault.
They just have no perspective.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And it's that, but it's also like, yeah, just imagine watching your brother do all that, and then like just the fucking resentment and hatred that builds up. I mean, he's kind of resilient for that not having just broken him. Mm-hmm. For him to actually even want revenge and not just to survive and like live alone. You know? For him to like take on the challenge of take on the responsibility that was given to him that night.
Yeah.
It's kind of admirable that he has the I don't know, the guts to do that. That when he was a kid he was like, I'm going to restore my clan and destroy a certain someone, rather than I just want to live, man. I don't know. But there's something to say for that, but you're right, he does have a fucking huge ego.
Yeah.
And like no perspective.
Yeah, yeah. He thinks that like because he hates him so much, he's also like the hate translates into the strength to defeat him, but that's not really the case.
Nope.
At all.
Mm-hmm.
But he's just like, I hate him enough to just kill him.
Yeah.
But he doesn't, he no matter how much he hates him, that doesn't equate into having the skill to be able to do it.
Yeah. And
I feel like there's like a disconnect there, because Itachi was like, just like, build up your hate and then come and get me. But he did that, but not to the point that is actually required for that to happen.
Yeah.
But I do feel bad for him. And then Naruto just like, I'm no more running.
Yeah.
And then Jiraiya's just like, are you fucking kidding me, Naruto?
Yeah. Do you see what just happened? Like, he's like, yeah, I'm sorry I froze there, but I won't do it next time. Let's go. He's like, are you fucking kidding me? After you just froze, you're gonna act like that's not like you didn't just do that. Like, oh, you think just.
And even if you didn't do that, they still would have beaten you, and I would have still had to come here. Also, the girl apparently was
under genjutsu to distract him, but not to like kill him.
Just purely as a distraction.
And the black fire, another Sharingan ability, the Amaterasu.
That's pretty interesting. And Jiraiya sealed that up into the thing. I don't know how those, like, things work. He, like, sealed it into a scroll.
Nobody does. And remember, very few people do. It's super uncommon to be able to do that. Like, like we were talking about when Jiraiya undid the 3-pronged seal that Orochimaru put on Naruto to, like, fuck with the balance. Mm-hmm. Sealing jutsu are probably the most advanced form of jutsu out there. And, by the way, 4th Hokage, his student, and he can use sealing jutsu. They can both use sealing jutsu, so it makes sense that, like, you know, the progression kind of makes sense. And the 3rd Hokage was Jiraiya's teacher. So, like, it's a very advanced form that's, like, passed down through this specific lineage of, like, teacher-student relationships. So, it's uncommon for that. Like, I don't even know how it fucking works. Because it's so complicated. It's, like, the most complicated and difficult to pull off. So that's also just to show, like, this is how, like, this is the first time that, seemingly, that Jiraiya has, like, encountered this, or, like, has been bamboozled in this way. Nobody has ever escaped that, like, the mountain toad stomach.
And he has this crazy black fire.
Yeah. Like, that's the first time anyone's ever done it. And so he did the impossible. And just to be able to adapt to that situation, pull out the specific sealing technique needed to seal this specific thing that he hasn't actually, like, encountered in this way is meant to show just, like, how advanced he is. Like, he might, like you might think, oh, he didn't do that much because he didn't do, like, an energy blast or some shit, but he, like, created that whole environment, trapped them in there, forced them to have to run away or else they'd fucking die. Who knows what would have happened if they stayed in there, and also to, like, stop, like, put out that fire in this very extra way. Like, you're meant to walk away like, holy fuck, Jiraiya's a badass, basically. That's the idea.
Yeah, Guy just shows up slightly too late, like looking like an asshole, just butts in there, kicks Jiraiya in the face. He's like, I was looking at my headband.
Yeah, the scratched up, shitty, not polished headband that you've worn on your belt since you were fucking, like, literally 10 or 12 years old. Like, because they keep the same ones their whole life.
What would happen if you lost it?
They'd give you a new one. It's not that big of a deal. It's meant to, you get the one, and you're supposed to keep it, but if you lose it, it's not that huge of a deal. Because it's not like they're not, like, enchanted. It's not like, oh, with this headband you can enter the village. It's like anybody can carve that in a fucking headband. And everyone knows what it looks like. But, yeah.
So Tsunade is apparently a healing
yeah, the
lady.
queen of slugs and elixirs. She's an expert healer. The best in the land.
Interesting.
The slug princess. Or the slug queen, they call her.
Interesting how there's, like, the snake guy, the frog guy, and the slug girl. We're all classmates.
I guess I can
Don't bother.
Okay, I'll say it later. It'll come up again later when we actually, like, meet her, what the deal with that is. There's something behind that. Whatever. I'll say it later,
She's a slug girl, but she has a pet pig. Wearing a little vest and a necklace would be kind of cute.
And she has, like, an attendant or, like, a person traveling with her. Shizune, the girl who was like, "Ai!" That's, like, her thing, and she says that all the time. It was fucking crazy. These episodes are getting insane. Like, the fact that all of that, everything we just watched has happened in the last, like, 3 episodes, and we've just been in this hallway pretty much the entire time, and in this other town, but it doesn't feel, like, slow. Like, it's kind of slow. Like, this episode was the slowest, but, because they use, like, a bunch of flashbacks, but, I don't know, it's really cool. The pace of everything. Alrighty, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. If you want to get ahead 4 episodes, you can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/boldcast. You can also check out our Instagram, our backup channel, our Teespring for our merch. You can get stickers, mugs, shirts, cool stuff there if you're interested in that. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye. And thank you to all of our patrons, especially those in the Student Council: Michael Wells,
Vash,
Salad Dallas,
Jude Caspino Buford,
Charles Liu,
D23L,
JC Andrada,
Napoleon Bonaparte,
Handicap Bonkai,
Brian,
Nelson Barbosa,
Xavier Rhodes,
Chris Janvey,
Yeet,
Lewis,
Iwin Pilger,
Aurora,
John Ortega,
and Zenge. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.